Okay, so for those of you that don't know, I love a little bit of true crime. And I, like many other people, have been following along with the Petito Laundrie case that they kind of went to court last week to do some, I don't know, some stuff, some court stuff. And the lawyers gave gave an interview afterwards. And I watched all this via Emily D. Baker's live stream, and I will be sharing a clip from that live stream in relation to what I'm going to talk about, which is this burn after reading letter, which I'm going to call the explanation for writing those words on that letter by Roberta as BS. Yeah, I think it's BS because they're mixing up two concepts: burn after reading and burn after writing. Two wildly, and I mean wildly different concepts. So, first up, we're going to take a look at what the lawyer said, and then I'm going to delve into probably a bit of a round as to how these two concepts are so different that either they really don't get that they're different, which is mind-boggling, or they're trying to be sneaky and using it as something to explain away some criminal intent. That's right. So I'm Purple Reset, the Empress of Journaling, so I can comment on this. Let's get to the video. Okay, now it's time to take a look at what the lawyer for the Laundries actually said. It is reported to him by Roberta, so he's communicating, I suppose, a conversation between the two of them. Let's have a look.
If it was just a letter to your son.
Who's asking this question? She wouldn't just put burn after reading if it's just a normal letter. Good question.
If you look at Mrs. Laundrie's affidavit, she states in there that that's a reference to a book that Gabby had given Brian that was called Burn After Writing. And basically the premise of that book is you can write your personal thoughts down and have that outlet, but then you burn it after writing it so that it gives you some closure to whatever it is that you were describing without other people knowing your personal.
Yes. We are all familiar with burning things. Look, we watch Vanderpump Rules. There was lots of burning of intentions and what have you. We get it?
Personal thoughts.
All right. There's so many things wrong that he just said. I don't know whether it's been done intentionally or it's just, he's not bothered to actually look into it so that he could avoid this glaring, what I'm going to call BS. This is BS. All right, let's take a look at why what he just said is it's rubbish. It's crap. They've taken two concepts, merged them, twined them round so that us listening kind of go, oh, okay, yeah, I get that. I get why she would do that. But the theory's not right. So let's take a look. Okay, so what he is trying to explain here is that Gabby told Roberta about a method that she was using called burn after writing, which is taken, that method is taken from another method, which is called the unsent letter. Now, the unsent letter is a very common therapeutic journaling practice. Okay, this practice is to help people heal from trauma. So it could be any kind of trauma that you have had in your life. It could be, a crappy relationship that you've had experience and you're working to get over. And basically, The concept is you expel everything that you are thinking, feeling towards that trauma. You say whatever you want because no one, not one other person will ever read it. So you can put whatever you want in this letter. You write it, you fold it up, you put it in an envelope, you do whatever, but ultimately you then go and burn it. It's a symbolic gesture that you are expelling all those negative feelings. You have said everything that you ever want to say about that situation, that person, whatever. It goes. It's a very common practice around New Year. So people will sit down, write out what they're letting go of from the previous year. They're not taking X, Y, and Z into the next year because they're growing, they're personally growing. They write all this on a piece of paper and they chuck it into a bonfire, like light it with a lighter, whatever. They burn it. It's symbolic. It's therapeutic. Yeah. And the key in this is that no one reads it. Now, burn after reading. Some of you movie watchers will have seen movies where, information is passed between one person and another. And it says, destroy this letter after you've read it. And, I don't know, I think it's Mission Impossible or something like that. Electronic ones will go poof. Once the information has been consumed by the only other person to receive that information. Two people, a secret, usually criminal behavior or criminal intent or criminal plans. Something that would hurt them if it got out beyond those two people. That's why you burn something after reading, because what you're communicating should never be seen by anyone else. And that is what this letter is saying. She wrote something to her son. Her son was to consume that information and then burn it because she did not want anyone else to read it. Why? Because it looks fucking bad. In my book, my opinion. So I'm calling BS. This is not a therapeutic journaling exercise between a mother and a son. It's so far from that. But they are borrowing that methodology and applying it to this to make it seem okay, normal. No, this is not normal. And those words are not normal. Yeah. I've seen the letter. And I've got a lot of opinions on, the words used. So many. Happy to share. I'd love to hear what you think. Do you think that this was genuinely a therapeutic letter between a mother and a son? Or is it something that actually indicates criminal intent for the protection of the person reading it? What do you think? Let me know. Let me know below. I want to hear from you guys. And if there's other journalists out there, I want to hear from you. What do you think about this beautiful method, this beautiful concept that we use with people who are truly hurting to let go, a therapeutic practice being used by this woman to explain away that what I think is filled with criminal intent, to explain that away. Let me know. Comment below, follow, DM, let's chat.